Yeah. Tiger talk, yo, they can't ignore. Tiger talk, yo, they can't ignore. Josh got the mic, Justin got the stats. Double trouble duo, brothers got the facts. Breaking down plays, it's a game they feast. Tigers on the prowl, from the west to the east. Punching numbers, tossing jokes in the mix. Hot takes flying, like a 3-point switch. Still be pride, yeah, it's more than a vibe. In the jungle of sports, we the kings of the tribe. Tiger talk, yo, they can't ignore. Josh and Justin bringing fire to the floor. Tiger roar loud, we run the score. Every week they back for more. Justin breaking news, got the stats on lock. Josh got the quick punchlines that pop. Game tape rolling, dissecting in the plays. Highlight real shining, Tigers amaze. Rival teams tremble, fearing their cleats. Seals beat Tigers, undefeated beats in the zone. Every call they dissect, respect the grind. Every angle they inspect. Tiger talk, yo, they can't ignore. Yeah.
Josh and Justin in the duo so clean. Mike in their hands, ruling in the scene. Call plays sharper than the Tigers' claw. Stills beat pride, they the hometown law. Studio lights brighter than Friday nights. Breaking it down like ref calls fights. Rolling on the field, that's the deal. Stills beat Tigers on the steal. From the booth to the turf, they reveal. Every play, every call, what's real? Rolling on the field, that's the deal. Stills beat Tigers on the steal. From the booth to the turf, they reveal. Every play, every call, what's real? From the kickoff to the whistle, like spit gold. Breaking it down like the game unfolds. Justin got the stats, Josh got.
Wow. What'd y'all think? We're big time. We have our own theme song now. What'd you think about that?
I think it's good.
Think it's good?
Yeah.
Well, now that you know, because you heard it on the theme song, you are watching Ruling on the Field, the best sports show in the history of local Silsbee, Texas sports shows. And I know you know that because you heard it in the song. My name is Justin Marble. I'm your host, and to the left of me is the immaculately sweatered Mr. Joshua.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
And, of course, as always, back there behind the real A glass, the maestro himself, Brother Paul. He's back there. He doesn't have a mic. He doesn't want to talk, but that's okay. He's back there making all the things happen. Hey, welcome in, guys. Hold on. Where's Head? Head, do we have a call-in line? Okay, huh? Well, I didn't see you. The monitor covers your whole head. It's weird. What do you mean? Good evening, everybody. This is your host on Wednesday Night Sports. Sorry, couldn't help it. Anyway, Head's back there too, doing his thing. I don't know what he does back there. He's like on Wedding Crashers with Mom and the Meatloaf. I don't know what she does back there. I don't know. Anyway,
if you do call in or get in the chat and talk with us, bear in mind we do have some rules. Please do not talk negatively about amateur athletes or local coaches. But if they're getting paid, multi-millions of dollars to do sports,
if you're getting paid Brian Dayball money, or he's not getting paid anymore.
He's not. Well,
sorry,
I'm sure he's got some kind of separation agreement where they pay him a little bit of money.
Yeah, they gotta give him something, right?
But anyway, just keep keep it polite.
There we go. That'll work.
Yeah, keep it polite and let's.
Don't be a jerk. Don't call in and be a jerk.
Yeah, don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, we'll open it up with a couple topics before we get into local. Can we talk about Paul's news?
I think we can. He announced it. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to Paul,
the maestro.
For
he the granddaddy.
Being a grandpappy.
I ain't your daddy. So he's a granddaddy. Granddaddy maestro.
Congratulations.
That baby came out pressing the buttons to make people laugh and raising the volume on the mics, man. He's ready to go. Ready to go.
Came out of the womb ready to be all things IT and producing.
That's right.
Yeah, we done talked about the new song. Do y'all like the new song?
Yeah, if you let us know, guys, go back, listen to it. Let us know. There's one. We haven't picked a main one yet. We wanted to get both of them out. We have the first one plays during our countdown, our 1 minute countdown. It's called Tiger Talk. And then the other one that you heard on the intro is called Rolling on the Field. So check them out. Let us know what you think. We have 2 other iterations of that. We have a remix one and another one that I made, and they're okay. I'm not a remix kind of guy. It's like rolling on the field. That's not my thing. It's not really my. But some people might like it, and if you vote on it and say, hey, Anyway, so
big milestone for us this week. For us at Rolling on the Field, we've been doing this since 2021, and we hit 1,000 followers. You hit that picture that says 1,000.
Yeah,
thank you
big
for
time.
liking and following us.
Look, and that it doesn't, compared. Yeah. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Compared to the big names and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like a lot, but we worked really hard for those we worked really hard for those 1,000 followers. So back off. Sorry.
And we didn't.
Sorry, I was doing the
more impressive to me is that we didn't turn that many people off.
Yeah.
Like we've continuously been growing with followers and not losing a bunch. So that's
that
positive.
makes me that definitely makes me feel good, because a lot of people, even in your normal life, you go and you get you follow a person and then they say something completely off cuff, and you're like, I don't know if I can get down with their viewpoint on that, and you unfollow them.
Yeah.
So
happens a lot in this world.
Also, not only that, and this includes your platform, over all platforms, 1.1 million views so far this year.
Yeah.
1.1 million views over all platforms of Satsuma Valley.
Yeah. So we're big time. We're not saying not really, guys. We're just happy. We're just happy that y'all let us do this, and we enjoy it and we have fun with it. And
we don't take it too seriously, but we also.
I mean, we do, but we don't.
We also don't take ourselves too seriously. Is probably what I should say.
Yeah.
But we do take this seriously, and we do like to talk with everybody and talk sports, local sports, and national stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to do it anyway, so we figured that was our whole argument whenever we started, is we're going to do this anyway. So why not?
We sit there
talk with y'all about it.
Like when we started, we were at Frenchie's, and they would come in. People, Josh would come in the morning and get coffee, and we'd sit there and argue about sports. And we were like, we should do this, so people can hear it, because it's hilarious and we have a good time doing it. And so it was just one of those. Hey, John, can you do the share thing? I don't know how to do it. Yeah, no, I'm on my phone. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, so hey,
share like the singer.
No, not like. That's
pretty good, actually.
It's pretty good. Yeah. She's got to be AI'd, right? I don't know how to do all that. You know that. She's got to be AI'd, right? Speaking of AI, that's how our song was made. Because I'm not that talented, folks. Actually, a buddy of mine at work turned that on to me. He's like, man, I got this site.
Stop touching me.
I can't.
A buddy of yours at work turned you on.
A buddy at work turned me on to this app, and I don't remember the name of it, but he was like, Suno,
Suno
or whatever it was, and he was like, hey, he said he got on his little, he has an iPhone, he tapped his little mic there and said, write a song about a guy named Justin working in Mercaptan at Arkema and the blah 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 blah, and it came up with a song. I was like, dude, it was a red dirt country style. And it was awesome. I was like, yes. And he was like, dude, you get a bunch of free ones before you have to pay for it. He said, go on and try it out. So I did. I made one for the Debatables, but they said we're not cool enough for them. They were like, oh yeah, this is so hard, bro.
I find the opposite to be true.
I do too.
They're not cool enough.
They're not cool enough for us. We have one of them sitting in the green room here, and he's not
He-
even paying attention.
out there sitting, playing loud TikTok videos and distracting me.
We're sitting here talking about you, and you're just sitting there in that phone, dude. Oh, God, he's got a better arm than me.
Anywho,
Anyway,
so yeah, again,
thanks out there for our, we hit 1,000 followers. Thank
y'all
y'all.
continue to share out our stuff and everything.
Yeah,
We're going to
like,
continue
share.
to keep getting. We're going to continue to keep trying to get better. No promises.
Yeah,
I guess we
What's-
can only do what we can do.
yeah. What's that? No promises, no demand. Hey, you remember on South? That's you again. You remember on South Park when Mr. What's his name? The dude, the counselor, Mr. Mackey. Mr. Mackey, okay. Whenever he wanted boys to smell what marijuana smelled like, and he couldn't find it, and he was walking back, he was like, "No promises, no demand."
Yeah, I remember that episode.
It was funny. I'm sorry.
Before we get into, we got a couple other topics, but I wanted to say that what day was it? Monday was the anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
Pour some out
pour some out
for
the
ship
wreck
and for Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, all you got to do is listen to the song. It tells the whole story. But
So-
we love us some Gordon Lightfoot.
So I've got a story. I have a story about that. When we were in high school, and John knows, we were in Mr. Richard Atmar's class, and we were doing types of whatever. I don't remember what kind of story it was, what kind of song that told a story. I don't remember what it was called, but we had to bring one up there, and I didn't know which one to do, and so I brought Whiskey in the Jar, and it was the Metallica version because it tells a story. And then I had one that was the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And my buddy Derek Peterson, Eldon's little brother, he played basketball, and I guess he needed a pass or whatever. And he's like, man, I didn't do it. And I was like, dude, I happen to have an extra one. And he didn't know anything about it. Like he'd never heard it, didn't know nothing about it. And you're thinking, he's a cool dude, whatever he gets to things he's like this. Mine by Gordon Lightfoot. It's the record of Edmund Fitzgerald. It's about a boat that wrecked in the Great Lakes. And he was like, here it is. And he put it on, and like 2 minutes into it, he turned around and said, full. How long? You gave me this song? I was like, hey man, you didn't do it. I'm helping you out. Don't be mad. But
Anyway, good song. I read a meme today that said, here it is right here. The Edmund Fitzgerald teaches men how to feel.
that's right, man.
Anyway, the last thought on before we move on. Now when they ring the bell, because in the song it says they ring it 29 times, but now they ring it 30 because of Gordon
Yeah,
Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot. Do they really?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
they added
that's
that
awesome,
30th
dude.
bell because of Gordon
That's
Lightfoot.
awesome. That's cool.
Anyway, Nick Saban. Hold on. Did you talk about the breaking news?
No, breaking news. They have announced the Cy Young winners, Major League Baseball Cy Young winners for the American League. It is. Oh, look, there you go. Did it do it? Why not? Okay. It's Tariq Skubal. Yay for the AL. And for the National League, it was unanimous. Mr. Livy Dunn.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Paul Skeens.
Livy Dunn's boyfriend.
Yeah, Livy Dunn's boyfriend. That's all that matters is that he's Livy Dunn's boyfriend. It doesn't matter who he is or how many strikeouts or they can throw 102-mile-an-hour splinker or whatever he calls it. Yeah.
I got to tell you, if Livy Dunn was my girlfriend, it might be all that mattered to me. I mean,
You're gonna get in trouble.
probably. But that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, that'll help you get a girl sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's watching she's doing gymnastics at the PMAC, and she looks over and
Look, she was an athlete too.
yeah, she was an athlete too, and she looks over and she's like, that dude can throw a baseball.
Yep.
We're gonna get married.
Don't matter how ugly. he
Don't
is.
matter. It don't matter how ugly he is. He is not. Anyway, he's not Livy Dunn worthy. I feel like that's we just got to put that out in the universe.
Maybe he's got a good personality.
He's got to have something going for him.
yeah,
Something.
He's got a good personality.
There's only one of three things: either you're handsome, your personality, or Well,
Anywho,
anywho,
we talked earlier today, me and Justin, about the fact that Vegas now has Nick Saban as odds-on favorite to land the LSU head
job.
coaching gig.
So
And I told y'all last week that smoke was real.
I remember we argued in our chat. We argued with John, and John said it's never going to happen. And
It may not,
It
but
may
I'm,
not.
But I'm telling you that smoke was real.
but I'm going to tell you this: Vegas knows things. Okay, and when Vegas says, "Hey, this dude went from being 75-1 to take the job to 2-1," they know something. Somebody leaked something somewhere, and now they're
And it
taking
might
bets.
just be-
It might just be they want to make they want to get the money on it. You know?
They want the money to go that way. That's Vegas does that.
Yeah, I think the next one in line is Lane Kiffin. I think he's plus 375.
I've heard
I've heard a lot of rumblings about Lane Kiffin.
I've heard that Baton Rouge is not where he wants to be.
No,
And I heard that and by heard we use that loosely. We don't have any sauces.
no, but we follow a lot of people who have sauces.
Yeah, we do, and we get on message boards with guys who have
Like tiger droppings,
who have credible sauces.
and sauces.
And you got to say it like that if you're talking about Louisiana sources. You got to say sauces.
Sauces. It's like ragu, son. It's in there.
Yeah.
Who used to say that?
A guy we play baseball with.
Yeah, well, I can't remember who it was, but
I don't know.
every time there's a
I'm-
strike, it's like ragu.
I'm starting to worry about putting people's real names.
Yeah,
out in our
we should probably be careful with that. I don't care.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, they don't like it, whatever. But
anyway, it's wrong because Prego is
Yeah.
in there, not ragu.
what?
Yeah. Prego is the one that it's in there. Yes. This whole time you've been thinking it's ragu. It's not.
John, can you look that up? Which pasta sauce's catchphrase is it's in there? Is it Prego or ragu? It's important. I know Paul's like, why? Paul's back there giving us look like, why is that important? It's so important.
It's important.
I remember he used to, the guy used to be like, every time he throw a strike,
It's important because Little League Baseball.
you throw a strike. That's like ragu, son.
It's in there like ragu.
In there like ragu.
But it ain't ragu. She should have been saying Prego. But that doesn't really roll off the tongue as good either. It's in there like
It's in there
Prego.
like ragu.
See, you can't. It's in there like Prego.
That ruined me. I always
Yeah.
thought it was. I've been saying this. I've been saying that wrong my whole life.
But anyway, yes, Vegas may be playing some games with that Saban
I think so,
thing.
man.
Get the money to go where they want it.
But I've read it. I've read that on more than one site, and I read it on 4 different. I read it on 4 different Vegas sites today,
Yeah.
and so now I'm like, okay, if one guy says it, that's one thing, but if you're going to like, what's that damn hotel that they what do they call it? The one where they do all the bets in Vegas.
There's a bunch of them.
No, I know, but the big one. There's like a really big one. Anyway,
You're talking about there's a bunch of what you're thinking about MGM bets.
Yes. I was thinking MGM Grand, and I had to remember what they.
That's what it's. They're all MGM hotels.
Yeah.
A lot of them are. But anyway,
so if it was just a couple of small places, like, oh yeah, that's the Vegas odds are saying this, but when you go to that one and it's like, hey man, 2-1 odds, he takes the job. There's some smoke there.
Yeah.
There might not be fire, but there's smoke.
the MGM Sportsbook is pretty. I mean, they're pretty well known, and for them to put something out there like that,
And they got to have people working on the inside for them, right? Like
yeah.
mole men.
They got Robert De Niro from a casino with his little visor on. So I can still pick a winner.
I can still pick a winner.
Anyway, speaking of Baton Rouge, I'm going to the game.
Yeah, you are.
To the Arkansas game on Saturday.
So jealous.
I got good seats too that were given to me by, and I'm not going to say his name, but one of Lorelei's dorm mates' Dad has some tickets, and he gave us 3.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
just gave them to us. I was like, how much I owe you? No.
You don't owe me anything.
I mean, take these.
We're Tiger lovers.
Take these Arkansas tickets
Yeah.
and shut up.
Take theirs. Ticket.
But anyway, I'm going to go down there. We need to deliver some.
Yeah, it's an excuse to see Lorelei, you know.
Yeah, we need to deliver some warm clothes because it got cold and she didn't have enough warm clothes. She didn't bring any. She didn't pack anywhere. She thought it was gonna. She thought she was gonna be okay. She thought it wasn't gonna get cold till after Thanksgiving break. So we need to make a run. I think we also got to pick up an iPhone or something like that. But it's a good excuse to go to the game. So we're gonna go down there. If I hear anything about saving down there, or I see his private jet or anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to do some. We're gonna need you to do some reconnaissance while you're down there, like straight up James Bond. Dun, Mission Impossible. Dun 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 dun. Saving. No.
No.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Okay. Well, let's get into local, and we'll start with the Shepherd recap, and then we'll talk about the playoff game.
Silsby just curb stomped Shepherd. It wasn't. It was really ugly from the beginning. Shepherd did have a little spark at first. They had that fake punt, and I don't think that was planned. I think that the punter was just like, I'm just fixing to get blocked. I might as well run.
Yeah.
And but it ended up being 48-0, guys.
And it could have been worse, but in the second half they run the clock.
Oh yeah, they ran the clock continuous, and they played a lot of backups and everything, but a lot of backup defense, and the defense still held them to nothing.
Oh yeah, it was good to see a lot of them guys get reps, and like Justin said, they still did very well.
The offensive star of the game is Caleb Johnson. Again, he was 7 for 11 for 124 yards and 4 tutties in the air. He and then he had 3 rushes for 27 yards and a touchdown too. Courtney Wilson, Carter Howard, each had 1 touchdown each. Matson Morris had 10 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Landon Powell, is that it?
No, Levin Powell.
Levin. I was thinking about Landon. Levin Powell had 3 tackles for loss as well. So the defense really came out, and just put it on them. They run a slot T, so a lot of misdirection, a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
And it took some adjustment. And they put it on them, man. It was really good.
And we're talking about a Shepherd team that
was 6-0.
Yeah, and beat Jasper.
And beat Jasper pretty handily.
Yeah, although we beat Jasper, but
yeah.
I mean they weren't the worst. I guess I said all that to say they're not the worst team in the district.
Yeah.
And I think they're actually the 4th team in the playoffs.
They are.
Yeah, they
West
were
Orange Stark, us, HF, and Shepherd.
Yeah. So they had a pretty good season herself. They obviously their talent level wasn't up to Silsby's.
No.
But the Tigers come away with a big
big win.
Big shutout win. To end the season going in playoffs, I think that's a good confidence boost.
Yeah, and they almost they came real close, 1 field goal away from winning the district. So
yes, they did. And I wish I could have watched that game live. I kept up with it on Max Preps as we were leaving the game. I was like, oh man, because West Orange gets down 1st and goal, pretty close, and all of a sudden I look up, okay, 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. I was like, oh, they got them 4th and goal, and I didn't know if they were going for it or kicking a field goal, but they ended up kicking a field goal.
Yeah, ended up being 20.
It was
22,
a chip shot that
they have a really good kicker.
Yes, they do.
They do.
And hats off to them.
Happy for
Coach
Hickman.
And he was excited on it. I got a kick out of watching him on the.
He was real happy. He had that.
I think
trophy.
Southeast Texas Sports. Interviewed him, and I liked that one.
Yeah, it was
specifically.
good.
You could see the excitement. He was happy to get that. But anyway,
it was a good football game. I had some friends who are from Hampshire Finette, and they went to that game, and they said, man, it was a fight. Like every yard was a fight. Anyway, hats off to Coach Hickman and West Orange Stark. They did great. Silsby didn't do too shabby either.
So we'll move on. We're going to talk about going into the playoffs. We're going to go to Lamar tomorrow on a Thursday, which is weird.
Yep.
And see the
Silsby versus Sweeney.
the Sweeneys.
Sweeneys.
I don't know a whole lot about Sweeney,
But
I do know a couple Sweeneys. The first one.
yeah,
Yep. We know this Sweeney.
we know that Sweeney.
Everybody
And,
knows this Sweeney.
Everybody should know that Sweeney. It's important to know that Sweeney.
That's not the Sweeney that we're going to see
No.
tomorrow night. And then there's another Sweeney,
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah,
That's
I
not-
like that. I like that. Of course,
We could change their name to the Fighting Sweeney Todds.
We could.
Or
The fighting demon barbers.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would actually be pretty good.
The Fighting Sydney Sweeney jeans. The good jeans.
Yeah, they're good genes for
They're
sure.
good. Anyway, no, they're really the Sweeney Bulldogs. I
Yeah,
believe.
they are the Bulldogs. Not a lot of information on them online. I watched some highlights of them. They don't have very many games on Max Preps that are highlight. Silsby, all of Silsby's are, but I watched them against a team called Van Vleck. Van
Vleck. Yeah, I saw that.
Watch that. They run a slot tee as well. A slot tee. Sometimes they run a wing tee, depending on where they line up. Their up back, if it's in the slot or if it's in the wing outside where they bring them in motion. They'll do it in both, but primarily out of the slot tee. Their quarterback number 5's last name is Masonette, and their running back number 20. Last name is Fields. That is most of their offensive production. They don't throw much. They run just like any slot tee. They run a counter. They run a stretch. And it's just they're going to get up there and they're going to misdirection the heck out of you, and they do throw out of it. And the quarterback can throw the football. He's not bad.
This offense is both slot and wing tee a variation of the veer, correct? So just a variation.
Well, it's a variation of the. It's kind of what you call it a wishbone veer,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. It's traps, it's counters, it's when you have undersized linemen. That's the kind of something that can misdirection and allow time for plays to develop. I heard a really good coaching tip on that one time, actually this weekend. My son plays for Lone Star football here in Silsby and on the junior tackle, and they went 9-1 this year. And they played Buna Blue, and they went 8-1, and Buna Blue was 7-1, and they ran that offense. And when I say they ran it, it wasn't like it was really well coached.
Yeah.
And in the first half, I think the score at the end of the first half was 19-18 Silsby. And that coach got out there and lined them up and said, "Hey, quit running wild. Stay in your gap assignments, whatever your gap." And that's the key to stopping that is you got to mind your gap. But we know that all too well. Like I said, we saw it against Shepherd, and I think anyway. So Silsby, there's like I said, there's not a lot of stats. There aren't any stats on Max Preps for any of the Sweeney players.
But they do have their record.
They do have their record. They're 5-5. They beat Wharton last Friday night to get to 5-5.
Okay.
So they were 4-5. But they play. Their district. They're just kind of like ours, kind of tough. They got Columbia. They got Lamarck. So just one of those. With Silsby being 7-3, all the stuff I read said that Silsby was favored in the game, substantially favored.
Yeah.
We'll see. We can't take anything too lightly. You go in thinking that we're gonna fly right through this and move on to the next round. You really you need to handle your business, handle it correctly.
Right. And we'll see tomorrow night. Game starts at 7.
7 in LaPorte. That's a brand new stadium, and I've seen pictures of it. It's gorgeous. It's really nice.
So kids are getting off early. They're going to we're gonna ride down there and see if the Tiger can get it done.
Yeah, I think they will. I think we'll handle it pretty well. John just texted me. We also have to pour some out for another something else passed on. They're no longer making the penny.
Yeah, I had that on my notes too. If I would have brought them, yeah, the penny is officially done. They minted the last penny.
Yep. So pour some out for the
Pour
Lincoln
some
Head
out
penny.
for the Lincoln Head penny.
Yep.
I don't know. They don't. Surely don't take it out of circulation. They just stop making
they
it.
just stopped making it, and they use the ones they have until.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more costly than what.
Yeah. You got anything else to say about Silby versus Sweeney?
Nope. Other than that, we'll just see how it goes.
Yep. Y'all go out and support. We always travel well. I'll be there because Tucker will be there. He got moved up for the playoffs, and so we'll be there to support him and support my daughter in the band. And you'll be there to support El Kate and watch. And y'all keep up on with our page. We'll be doing score updates and big play updates and things like that. So keep up. If you want to know the score, we'll have it on our page. I'm sure one of us will post it. Josh is usually pretty good about posting it. I'm unreliable, so I'm not even gonna lie. I get into the game too much, and I'm like, what? No. Anyway,
girls basketball.
Started. Yes, sir. They did
on the 8th.
On the 8th, the boys will start on the 22nd, but girls basketball started. They first home game they played against a large school from Houston, Friendswood. They lost 49-21. Couple of standouts. One standout was Olivia Mitchell Vaughn. I'm gonna, now that I know that, she's gonna be OMV, and that's what she's gonna be forever because we're gonna talk about her a lot because she is a scoring machine. Not a lot of scoring in that game, but she had 4 points. She led the team with 4 points. And then they had another game. They played Orangefield. They lost Orangefield 51-46. It was close to the last minute, and Orangefield pulled away. Miss Mitchell Vaughn, OMV, had 10 points and 3 boards. Takaya Haynes, senior, drumline Takaya Haynes had 6 points and 8 boards, and Ava Jordan had 10 points and 7 boards. Good game, girls. So they've got some players. They got some good players, and they're gonna. It takes a little while to get that continuity, and I think they're on the right path to do well. I think they're gonna be fine.
Yep, and we'll continue to update you on basketball as their season progresses.
Yep.
When the boys start up, we'll keep you updated on all that. Every show.
Yep, every show. Y'all should watch all our shows.
Moving on to some national topics. College football, second college football playoff rankings of the season come out.
Were you surprised by any of it?
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I wasn't super.
I'm not surprised, but I've got some teams that I think need to get a little bit more love, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. Let's see, college football, CFP rankings. One day ago.
Why in the world? Oh, there we go. I had to find. I clicked on it. It didn't do nothing. All right, so I'm not surprised. I mean, no change in the top 5. No change in the top 5. Why is that on? I'm sorry.
One thing that I will say is that I think Ole Miss may deserve to be a little higher than what they are. I think Texas A&M may deserve to be number 2 in the country.
To
me, they've got a very impressive resume.
They really do.
Indiana, they're 10-0 currently. Yeah, they're a good story. But I think I would have had Texas, and I think there's a reason why Texas A&M doesn't get much love nationally. They just have that.
Well, here's that.
Like anything,
I think it's because of Aggie fan.
I think it's because of Aggie fan. I think it's just that they're looked on as just like this weird cult.
They've always been looked at as UT's like weird cousin.
Yeah, and like why y'all being weird all the time? And I mean, I've asked that question myself, but hey, their football team is really good right now.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah.
I don't think their oddball behavior warrants them to not be
so
number 2 in the country.
one thing that I want to say is
nationally, they just don't get a lot of love. It just
and they never have really.
They never really have. But
So Indiana, I want
Yeah.
to talk about them. They're 10-0. They've beaten everybody. Everybody. They don't have a really strong schedule. They don't. I don't know. They barely beat a horrible Penn State team, a team that's not very good this year. They won 27-24, and they were trailing until the very last play of the game. The last minute of the game.
yeah,
And that was a great catch. Like, oh man, if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that catch at the end of the Indiana Penn State game.
I'm really thinking you're gonna when we get into the end of the season, you're gonna see that they may not belong in the same class as some of the competition. that
Well,
they're in.
all they've got left is Wisconsin and Purdue.
Yeah. I know, but going into the playoffs because they're
Oh,
all.
yeah,
I
think they're
it's
gonna
be
get
hard to keep
outmatched.
them out, but they're going to be outmatched some of the competition that they're going to have to. They're going to be up against in the.
So if it was to end today, and we have 12-team playoff, and it goes like one will play 12, two will play 11, they would play Oklahoma.
Yeah,
And Oklahoma's a really good 7-2.
yeah, they are, and I would say also that I would put Ole Miss above Texas Tech, and I don't understand. Speaking of we're talking about not getting love.
Yeah.
I think Notre Dame is getting too much love.
Oh yeah, they are, dude.
I think they're getting too much love. I don't even think they should be in the top 12. If they are, maybe number 12. Vanderbilt's down there at number 14, looking up at people. They're 8-2 now. They kind of, the whole Pavia,
Yeah.
whole little hype machine has kind of died down a little bit, but there's nothing to say that they can't. I don't know who they have last.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to say that they couldn't get into that top 12 if maybe a couple people.
I think there's going to be a lot of shakeup come championship weekend. I think because you're going to have to teams that are both in the top 12 are going to have to play each other
Yeah,
for the SEC championship or the big whatever.
I would
championship.
say I'm maybe past number 16, which is Georgia Tech. I'm not impressed with anybody else past number 16.
Well, Notre Dame is playing number 22 Pittsburgh this Saturday, and I feel like I'm gonna call the upset.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I could see that. Who does Vandy got left?
I was just looking at that.
Okay.
Give me a second. Oh, what the heck happened? Why did it take it off? Sorry, it took my whole get up off. There it is. Vanderbilt, they just lost to Texas. They've got they got a bye this week. Yeah, they got a bye this week. They've got Kentucky and Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee. That's losable.
Yeah.
Kentucky, maybe also, just depending on how they play.
Yeah.
But they went out with their body of work, which they lost to Bama. Who was their two losses? They lost to Bama and they lost to who's
Texas.
Texas. Okay, so that's two teams that are going to be in the, as of right now, in the they're in the top 10. So they lost to two top 10 teams. They went out. I could see them jumping ahead of a couple people. Although BYU up there is, I think, sneaky. But Oklahoma still has LSU, who has got to win something.
Yeah, they got
So they're going to be probably up for that game at the end of the season. Maybe try to beat them, and it's just there's going to be a little shakeup at the end. I don't see the top,
Yeah, I don't.
the top 6 or 8. I don't see them. I don't see much movement there. But the bottom half of that top 12, that's where the movement's going to be. I believe.
Well, let me run this by you.
Okay.
Right now, if everything stays the same, the SEC championship game is predicted to be Alabama and Georgia.
Yes.
Okay. One of those two is going to lose and be 8-2. Okay.
Why would Texas A&M not be in the ACC title game?
Because they got to play it. Well, right. That's what it's predicted to be. I'm not saying,
Okay. So
I'm not
they-
saying it is.
Yeah.
And now, if they beat Alabama, wait, did they even play Alabama this year? Hold on. They've got South Carolina, Samford, and Texas. They don't play. If they go undefeated, they have to be.
Yeah. Well, they'll beat South Carolina and Samford. Texas is going to be their last test. So
How?
I don't know how they don't have divisions anymore in the SEC. We're so used to looking at the East and the West, and so I've never really investigated how they do it now. But as far as there being all the teams kind of grouped together.
So right now, it's Texas A&M is top of the standings. It's Why did it do that? I don't care about that crap.
I would assume it's just top 2 at the end of the year.
It's right now. It's Texas, Alabama, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas, Vanderbilt, and everybody else. But my thing is, Texas A&M, if they got a cake game coming up, and they've got Texas. I think they beat Texas, and I think they beat Texas going away. So they'll be in there. And then you've got Alabama, who I guess it'd have to be their conference schedule, because Georgia's 4-1 in the conference and Alabama's 5-0. So, but Ole Miss is 7-0 no, that's at home. I'm sorry. I was trying to see what. Okay, in the conference, yeah, Alabama and Texas A&M. If it sits the way it is, that'll be who makes it. Because Georgia, Ole Miss, and Texas all have a loss.
Well, there's still a lot to.
Yeah, I agree.
We have more to whoop.
I think they're
are
gonna
they
beat
playing in College Station or in Austin?
No, I think they're playing in Austin.
It doesn't matter. I think they beat them either way.
Yeah, they're playing at Darrell K. Royal.
Yeah, because I don't think.
I'm like Mr. William there. I think they're gonna beat them going away. Like, I don't think it's gonna be close.
I think that quarterback A&M's got is just he's only going to keep getting better.
I know that's gonna be tough.
He's only going to keep getting better, and he looks like he's certainly against LSU, which LSU is not. I mean, not a very good team right now, but they have a good elite defense, and he made their defense look silly.
Yeah, he did.
And so just to say him going against good defenses. And just kind of showing off is very impressive, and I think he'll do it against Texas also.
Yep.
And I think they're in the SEC title game when it all shakes out.
I think they are, and I think I wouldn't honestly. I think they win the SEC. I know Alabama's good, but you saw how A&M did LSU, and then you saw Alabama didn't do that great against. Let's see, where's it at? I mean, A&M put up 49 on LSU, and Alabama can only put up 20 on LSU.
Which is LSU has pretty stout defense. That's what they've leaned on all year.
Yeah.
Because God knows a quarterback ain't doing crap.
Yeah.
And
he's mad about getting benched.
Yeah. Speaking of LSU, Van Buren decided to burn his red shirt and
good.
Go ahead and play. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. He probably needs to go ahead and get in.
Get some snaps in because I don't know.
I don't know. I'll give y'all a full report when I go to the game this weekend how they look.
Yeah.
They're probably Van Buren. I know Frank Wilson on his at his press conference yesterday said that Nussmeier's going to start. But I imagine we're going to see a bunch of Van Buren.
Look,
Especially now that they put out there that he's burning his red shirt.
yeah, and he's got a cannon, and he's smart, and he's mobile.
He's mobile. He's got wheels.
Yeah, in South Bend.
Notre Dame, and that's another reason why I don't think.
I think that was the best game Notre Dame's played all year, William.
Yeah.
I think that was like they played up to their opponent that game, and A&M still beat them. And that game. I watched that game, and that game was like, man, you know what? A&M might be something this year, and then come to find out they are something. And
I think that Notre Dame's one of the weaker teams.
Do you think that if they do end up
12, right?
getting in the playoff and going pretty far, that'll kind of settle down Aggie fan, or you think it's gonna make it worse?
Settle down, Aggie fan. Like they'll stop like making handguns and stuff like this, and doing and saying weird words and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, never mind. I was hoping maybe if they won something for once, they might calm down, and I don't know. Anyway,
they're never gonna calm down. But let me tell you something about Aggie fan is if they're an Aggie fan, they are die hard.
100% die hard.
There's
brother.
no casual Aggie fans.
80-year-old men attacking young men for coming out of the porta potty. Like,
Yeah, that's another story. That's a story for another day. But Justin did get accosted by a old man
With a cane.
At the 2011 Cotton Bowl. LSU played A&M in Jerry World, and we were at that game, and Justin did get accosted by an old man.
he poked me.
Simply because he was wearing LSU colors.
I didn't do anything.
So they're passionate. They're passionate all the way up until they're almost dead.
And then they poke you with their real. It was a really nice cane, really hardwood, and he poked me really hard in the chest, and then I may or may not have threw it across the parking lot.
You want to put that? Hey, put that. Yeah, speaking because we're talking about LSU and me going to the game. Look at this. What does it make you think of? First thing, for one thing, I like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
But the
looks
first
like
thing,
Debo.
the first thing I thought was he's going to try to snatch my chain.
Snatch my chain. I'm gonna tuck mine in, bro.
Yeah, I'll tuck mine in. That's my bike. He looks like he's about to say, "That's my bike."
It's really like it's both ours.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
man,
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I do like that shirt. though, man. I'm gonna buy that.
I like that. It's like a flannel. Yeah.
My birthday's next week, guys. If y'all want to buy me a LSU shirt,
But anyway, LSU Debo,
LSU Debo.
hide y'all's chains. Tuck them in.
You got some NFL on here. I don't.
I didn't really do any research in it. I just wanted to know if
Brian,
you had.
look.
you had.
All I know is Brian Daboll got fired,
Yes, he did.
and I don't think that was the right decision, because when you had Scatterboo and Dart was healthy, you were
doing
going
pretty
in the
good.
right direction. I don't think that's a good. I don't think that's a. I don't know, man. I think that they should have slowed the roll a little bit.
I think he should have protected Scatterboo from his own self.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's going to have to pull him aside and say, "Hey, look, we love your passion, but you can't keep doing this, and we need to have you for a good 3 or 4 years. You can't keep doing this. Like we're worried about your health,
Yeah.
and we need a running back. So you're gonna have
he's
to.
a good one. So
Yeah.
Injuries are bringing. Anyway, all I know about the NFL this week is that happened. The Cowboys didn't play, so I didn't have to cry. And I'm the only other thing that I saw NFL wise, and it's important to me, is that I'm 9-1 in the fantasy league.
Yeah.
And ain't the top 8 teams that make the playoffs now in our league?
Yes.
You are 1 win away from being number 8.
Am I?
If Tom loses, and
Well, I got
and you
tiebreaker
win-
against Tom.
Yeah, if Tom loses and you win, y'all are tied, and you got points and the tiebreaker. So, who do you got this week?
Hang
Let's
in
see
there.
who you got. Let's see
I'll
who
probably
you
win
got.
the game this week.
Oh, you got Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. I think you're scheduled to win. You better, man. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You got to get. You got a player out. Like, you pay attention, man. What are you doing?
I ain't got a player out where.
Ramondre Stevenson got hurt, man.
Does it say O?
Yeah, it says big red O right there. Like, you got to pay attention, man. But you got Charbonnet.
Well, they just put him out today. Then
Yeah. You got Charbonnet. He's been doing pretty well.
yeah, I started him.
And
last week.
Pacheco, but he's been stinking it up. So,
He's been terrible.
but yeah, you'll be all right.
Well, thanks for the coaching.
I'm just trying to help you.
Thanks for
Help
the
me
fantasy
help
coach.
you, man. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to miss out on the playoffs again.
I'll take it under advisement.
You should. I'm winning.
Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of the NFL weekend.
Yeah, I worked all weekend. I wasn't really into
But
it.
I always put it on there just in case we have any thoughts.
No.
We're not going to go through it line by line for sure. Hey, here's a college football question. I saw it on a couple different outlets, and I thought it was good enough to talk about because they're having a kind of a bad season. Is Coach Prime on a hot seat in Colorado?
I think the first year he was there, they overachieved.
Yes.
And I think
Well, the first half of the season.
first half of the season they overachieved, and they ended up being a little over 500, which is fine. Then this year's been rough. I mean, you got to think about it. You lost your starting quarterback, lost your Heisman Trophy winning D-back wide receiver. You got to replace those guys. It takes time. I don't think he's on the hot seat yet, but I think that if next year doesn't
that's the
go
thing.
better, I think he's going to go.
That's the thing. His skill set is getting players.
Yeah.
His skill set is getting players to come to Colorado. That's probably one of the biggest hiring points that he had going in. He got them to Jackson State. I mean, which is amazing, So if you know that you're going to be short in some position areas, you got to hit the portal. You got to do better in the portal.
Yeah. And
Now that the portal is a thing and it's real and it's there, you got
to use it.
You got to use it.
I think, he will. I do. I don't think he's on a hot seat yet. I think next year, if it doesn't go better, I think he'll be on the hot. I don't know that he'll make it through the season if it doesn't go better. I do want to say something though.
Okay.
I was never a Shedeur Sanders quarterback fan, but I'm gonna tell you this: there's no way he's as bad as Dylan Gabriel. Did you watch that game? Like I've never seen a pro quarterback miss a 5-yard throw, and it's not like it. The guy was just standing there like this, and he threw it over here. You know what it reminded me of? On the longest yard, where the guy's like, "Why can't I be quarterback?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, hit me." And he's like, "Hey," and he throws it like way over there. And he's
That's
like, "That's why." That's what it looked like. And I was like, "Man, there's no way that you had Flacco and you let him go for this guy. This guy, excuse my language, blows dogs for quarters. Like, he's not good." And you got to give Shedeur Sanders a chance. I think you give him a chance and see what he can do. Why not? Your season's done. That Gabriel guy is not what was advertised. I think you've got to give him a chance. And I'm not as a person, I think he's great, and he's uplifting and all that. I don't know. I don't know how his game translates to the NFL, but it cannot be any worse than what I watched this weekend.
Yeah.
That's my soapbox. Anyway.
But you might be right. But I do think that at some point, but I also think that Colorado has kind of went all in on the Sanders family to such a big extent that it would almost be, you almost can't back out.
Yeah.
Now you almost have to it almost has to fail so bad that you don't have a choice. And so that's probably why he won't get fired this season. But like you said, next season you go in and you start getting, you start accumulating losses. I think they're going to have to make a move. But like I said, when you push everything to the center,
Yep.
like they did for the Sanders family, you got to say you got to figure out some way to save face.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
you put one of the sons on the Ring of Honor after playing there for 2 years. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some things at Colorado that You question that. You question if they really, who, the people in power there really understand what they're doing. But there's one thing I know is that I feel like Deion Sanders is a good coach. And I feel like if it don't work out at Colorado, he's going to find somewhere where it hits. Because I think he's got a good football mind. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a good motivator of men. And there's going to be a place for him. And he's going to be successful somewhere.
So I'm reading up on it. They've had 2 really bad games back to back.
Yes.
They lost 53-7 and 52-17. But he's got a 5-year, $54 million contract extension through 2029. His buyout alone is over almost $40 million. So they said that in 2024 they went 9-4. This year,
Colorado probably ain't got them boosters like some universities do. They ain't got that Raising Cane's chicken money. They can just throw at Brian Kelly, which we're about to talk about.
Overall, they're 3-7 this year. They've had a rough year. But again, you got to replace players.
And who knows? Maybe he's all in on recruiting and getting people out of the portal, and next year it'll look completely different. That's one thing about today's college football.
You never know.
You can be terrible one year, and next year you can look completely different. Now
Vanderbilt was terrible last year.
Yeah, because you can now you've got a almost free agency built in to this system, and then you have NIL. That's a really important tool for recruiting, and it can NIL money is going to sway 18-year-old kids to the brightest thing. Yeah. It's just going to do it.
Yep.
But anyway, I think he's going to be okay there for this year, but we'll see coming up. He's going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Speaking of coaches, can you talk about the coaching carousel? I don't think anybody's hired yet.
Nobody's hired yet.
Who has been fired? You've got Florida. You've got LSU. You've got Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
You got several SEC schools that are all going to be fighting for these candidates. Speaking of LSU, Brian Kelly has now filed suit against the university. Wanting his full buyout. I'm thinking that LSU thought that they had a case to fire him for cause, and although there was an email leaked, or not leaked because it was Freedom of Information Act, it was obtained that said everything offset of what Brian Kelly was doing is like, hey, I'm open to a settlement, blah, 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 this and that. But I think that the whole idea was that the university had some kind of cause that they could fire him for. And now he's trying to beat that and get his full buyout. And it's going to get ugly. And it already kind of is ugly. But
yeah, it's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good. And you've got –
and it's bad. It's bad. It puts a bad taste in people's mouth,
It does. People don't like to see it. And you've got – we talked about those big time boosters that just throw this money in.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this as a fan, I could care less about Brian Kelly and his buyout. I don't think the fans are gonna care. They want to win, and as soon as they find whatever coach they hire, nobody's gonna give two what's about what Brian Kelly does, and that's gonna get swept under the rug, and it's not even gonna matter.
Not as far as what he does. It's gonna be a afterthought. It's gonna be and this is still going on. The Brian Kelly lawsuit is still going on, or you'll hear about it whenever they settle. But for right now, you've got a new president of the university. You got what they're calling a permanent AD and Verge Osbury.
Yeah.
Which,
No, he is permanent.
yeah,
They
he
made
is
it
permanent. They gave him that title. We all thought initially that it was just interim,
Yeah.
but they gave him that title.
Which he's been with them a long time.
He's been with them for a long time.
He-
a lot of those administrative people for LSU have been through several coaching changes and turnovers and stuff, and they stayed there. Austin Thomas, I think, he's been through several. There's a bunch there in that football facility that are in administration that has been there a long time.
Administration.
Verge Osbury is one of them. So, but anyway, yeah, that Brian Kelly thing could get ugly. I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about Florida or
Auburn. I hadn't heard anything
Auburn.
about
The only thing I keep hearing about Florida is that if Lane Kiffin goes anywhere, it's going to be Florida.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Lane Kiffin's going anywhere.
I think out of those three specifically, which I know there's more openings than that, but we're kind of in tune with the SEC. Out of all three of those, I think Auburn's probably the weakest job.
Yeah.
As far as a coach wanting to come in.
Yeah, they're going to have to hire. So Florida's going to hire a big name. Auburn's going to hire an up and comer.
Yeah,
they're going to have to hire somebody like somebody who's been doing really good, like the guy at Tulane. They'll get somebody like that.
John
up and comer.
Summerall.
Yeah, get Summerall, get him in there and let him try to build a
here's
program.
the thing. The reason they hired Hugh Freeze back is because there was a history there,
Right.
and they thought he could win immediately. Auburn kind of was always traditionally one of those teams that were up and down, even before all these changes with the portal and everything. They were traditionally up and down. Just some years they were good, and some years they were just terrible. And a lot of that has to do with the coaches that they chose. They were on track probably in the Tommy Tuberville era to continue to be right there with Alabama every year. And, I think he got fired, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
And
Him and his vest.
yes, and probably a little knee-jerk reaction there. I think if he was he probably still wouldn't be coaching now, but I think if they would have gave him a few more years, he would have probably had that program right there with Alabama and the state of Alabama, But anyway, they seem to always kind of mess up, and even when they seem to do good, they mess up. Because the Cam Newton thing where this was before NIL and he got paid for it and stuff. It just seems like mess up university, but
Yeah.
they're going to be the weakest job of those ones in the SEC so far. But we'll see who all they hire. Like Justin said, I'll probably be up and comer.
Yeah, it's got to shake. It's going to shake out. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Anyway.
You want to talk about what you listening to? We're going to move to some BS.
Yeah, I didn't listen to a whole lot this week, man. I've been working a lot, so just
Did you happen to catch any of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, that was pretty cool. I didn't see it. I've just been watching videos, but of course the White Stripes go in.
Yeah.
A bunch of people went in. White Stripes went in. Soundgarden went in. The Soundgarden was inducted by Jim Carrey.
It was cool.
And then there was a rendition of Black Hole Sun by what is that lady's name? She sang it, but it was also the Taylor Momsen girl,
Yeah.
who I did not know was Cindy Lou Who.
What? You didn't know that?
I did not
Dude,
know that was
that's
Cindy Lou Who.
yes.
Anyway, so she only sang the part at the end with the backup vocals where she goes, Black Hole Sun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, she did it probably because she's got a deeper voice than the lady who was singing. I didn't really care for the rendition of the lyrics that the lady and how she sang it. I can't remember what her damn name is. I wish I could.
I'm looking. Brandy
Carlisle. Yeah. I didn't really care for the way she sang it, but it was still pretty neat.
Oh, but Jerry Cantrell sang on it too.
Yeah, Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
I think
Randy
Letterman inducted. Who did Letterman induct?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, David Letterman inducted somebody. I think Salt and Pepper went in.
Yeah.
And I think Missy Elliott inducted them. It was pretty cool. I watched a little bit of that, listened to some of that. And then, of course, I listened to a record of Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon, that's who you put in. So, and I listened to record Edmund Fitzgerald a couple of different times over the last couple of days just because I liked it. So,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gordon Lightfoot is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but he could be.
I'm going to find out. I don't think so.
Gordon Lightfoot is a Canadian.
Yeah, but at least mine being there. Lightfoot in the Hall of Fame. Okay, Gordon Lightfoot is in multiple halls of fame, including the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and the Folk Americana Roots Hall of Fame. Didn't even know what those were. So he's in halls of fame. Anyway,
Hey, guy. Hey, buddy. I'm not your buddy guy.
I'm not your buddy guy. And I'm not your guy, buddy. No Oak Island spoilers though, because I haven't finished this.
Okay, because you
I
know
haven't watched episode
you
2
knew
yet.
that's where I was going.
Yeah,
for what you. Yeah, I haven't got into it.
I haven't watched
I
episode
watched-
2. I watched the first one.
I watched the very end of the last episode of last season. They did it as a precursor to going in, and then when the new season come on, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I hadn't watched. I watched the first episode and a lot of the same stuff, and then I hadn't watched. I started the second episode, but I haven't watched it yet.
Well, I may get into it. What I'm excited about is Stranger Things and Landman are coming pretty quick.
Yeah, Stranger Things comes out in December.
No, I think it comes out end of this month.
Yeah.
I think there's like 14 days to it. That would be.
Yep.
Today's 12, so.
November 26th.
Okay. Yeah, Landman's next
Still
next
have
Monday.
yet to watch a single episode of Landman.
Oh, you got to watch it. It's so good. It's so good.
Um.
But anyway, so Stranger Things, which we've been waiting on Stranger Things for like 5 years.
Yeah, forever.
I may have to go back and watch the last season of Stranger Things just so I know what's going on, because it's been so long. But this is going to wrap it up. I'm pretty sure for that. All the kids are grown now. I saw a thing where they were making a big sensational deal about David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
There was a hostile work environment or something there, but apparently it happened like years ago, which makes sense because they've been producing this show for years upon years.
Yeah.
But
and then they were on the premiere thing. They were on the red carpet together, and they were
they were smiling. Everything's good.
Everything's good. They're just trying to.
Millie Bobby
shit.
Brown is like married now. I think she got a baby. I don't know.
I don't think she has a baby, but
Don't
she
have a
is.
baby, but she's married.
I'm pretty sure she's married or engaged. I don't know if she's married yet.
No, I think she's married.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good for her.
yep. Good for Millie Bobby Brown, which is a weird name. Weird name.
Yeah.
You want to throw a flag on anything?
I don't really have anything, man.
I don't have anything either. I'll throw the flag on having a playoff football game on Thursday night, but
Yeah.
that seems kind of weird. Okay, so here's my problem with it. I ain't really that mad about it, but here's my issue is that so you're letting the kids off early. We're going to go down to LaPorte. It's going to take forever. We're going to be late getting home, and then the kids got to go back to school on Friday.
Yeah, here's another. So they go to LaPorte.
Yeah.
The game starts at 7. Takes 3 hours. They get done 10:30, and then, not to mention, then they have to eat.
Yep.
And so somewhere they're going to stop and eat. They're going to have to eat somewhere. So that's another 2 hours. So they'll get home like at 1 a.m. or something, and then have to go to school. That makes no sense to me.
It would suck to have to go to school
Yeah.
that next day. But anyway, we're not all that mad about it. We're going to go see.
We're gonna watch Tiger Ball.
Tiger win. Hopefully.
Anyway, that's all I got, man.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I think that's good. We got some people coming in, so what's
I
up,
think we close
brother?
it out.
Yep. Anyway, be sure to like, share, follow, guys. If you like our songs, let us know which song you liked, why you liked it, and I think that's all we're gonna. I think that's all we're gonna have tonight.
We'll
Follow us tomorrow night.
Yep. Follow us tomorrow night. I'll be putting
We'll have
out some
score
updates.
updates
And check on us on Friday. We'll put whatever information there is coming out of the ISD on the next game and stuff like that.
I think maybe in between quarters we can catch up and maybe do a little small live video and just talk about what happened each quarter or something like that.
Yeah, maybe we can do something.
We'll see, guys. But we're gonna be there. Like, share, follow the page. Be sure to catch Silby Live and the Debatables with those goofays. And until next week, the ruling on the field stands. Thanks, guys.
Artless Alone.